Before we get started, I wanted to give a brief explanation of what is drama farming and how has it been used in this situation in particular. Drama farming is essentially what it sounds like. People will use these nameless, faceless burner accounts to create drama within a situation for their own entertainment. Usually the end goal on mine is simply nothing other than creating drama.
I'm just gonna let this play while I put on some makeup. This isn't all of them, but it's most of them.
To understand the conclusion that I come to at the end of this video, we need to look at some of Car's past behavior.
So you and a white queer person got together in private in an echo chamber, and this has been happening since day one, but y'all got together and decided to armchair diagnose somebody as a narcissist when they are just a person with autism. And then because you decided that you were mad at this person for being a narcissist in your space, and I know this because the white queer person told me that y'all did this on purpose.
And another thing that's important to look at is the response to her from other people who she's harassed.
Interesting how you want to put the captions for that video, Carly, but I have time today. I have time. We can air out the baggage. I have nothing to hide. I take accountability for anything that I've done wrong, but obviously you guys haven't. I left that Discord because y'all are the typical white people that claim to be anti-racist and like to center your own voices inside of that. Y'all put me in multiple racist situations multiple times and did not address it until I told y'all that that was fucked up and that somebody should go talk to them. Including your own friend who had multiple chances of doing racist shit to the point they got kicked out. Not only that, you guys ostracized a black man out of that Discord. You labeled Puerto Rican people as immigrants when ranting about something. Then after all that, I was still in the Discord. Giving you guys chance, telling you guys that we need to improve and that you guys need to be better about the shit that you guys doing because it's fucked up and it's kind of fucking racist and rooted in white supremacy.
In the previous videos about Car, it was shown how the burners that were harassing Eric or Black Bot Politics were also the same burners that were harassing Samson and then were harassing us and Allie. But what a few-minute video can't show is the fact that she harassed not only him, but the community he and his friends and those people had built for themselves for 2 years and are still, to this day, harassing those people. She enlisted other people to help her with this. She encouraged people to bully each other. And the reality is 10 minutes isn't enough to talk about what she did to these people, but it is enough time to show you how we caught her. Here's Car showing all of her burner accounts, but look, one was hidden, a familiar one that we've seen before.
For somebody a whole decade younger than us. And one thing I'm not going to let you do is bully my gabies. It's absolutely not acceptable.
I'm she, they. So we will hear their voice, but will not see their face. But I can confirm that they were somebody else.
I exist. I don't always want to, but I do it.
And do you both want to clear up? I will have it in the description of the video what Reddit accounts each of you has. Since the beginning of this alley till now. If they're from 10 years ago, they're going to resurface. I don't know if that matters. But for anything that was on any of the Reddit accounts associated with this word,
Sometimes when you make so many burners, you accidentally repeat yourself and leave little breadcrumbs for the rest of us to figure out who you are.
This is probably your account, huh? Caitlin? Not a lot of people were in possession of this screenshot. And I now think Toad Seeds is you, because...
Despite the fact that Cassie almost immediately came forward, I've yet to receive any type of apology or correction from Carly or Jane and Roxy. Both Carly and Docs the Podcast said with their full chest that I was this person. But let's take another look. Who is that behind Allie? Looks like Cassie had been involved in the beginning. This video, which does not have sound because it's old, is from February 13th of this year. And again, I just want to note that Cassie did apologize to everybody and just wants to be left alone. She was harassed by Car too. Which leads us to the shocking conclusion of this video. I want you to look very carefully at this Leslie Terry account and these accounts that are very clearly impersonating Aquarian Music Witch.
Considered a cyber stalker because, like, at this point, this account has made, I think, 45 accounts, and now they're threatening me with footage from my live feed yesterday. So this is who the stalkers are. Ashley Miller, and then if you click on this profile, the only person that this account is following is Aquarian Music Witch. You guys need to do better. This is amazing. What a fun mystery, y'all. Hi. Like, you click on the profile, same.
Some dangerous things, but regardless, it seems like there were trolls in this from the very beginning who intentionally wanted to bully not only us, but also Allie, and people that I think even were kind of disguised or acting as agents of Allie in the beginning, who were supposedly supporting her, were really trying to rip her down. We're trying to make it work for her, and get that drama. You know, I don't know if did you notice that was like happening at the time? Do you remember that far back? Are you paying attention to that?
I think I missed probably a good hunk of it. Like I said, I'm late to a lot, but I know.
Oh, going back to this troll thing, I'm just now realizing, I can't believe I was kind of so slow on the uptake, that some of those comments, there was a time in there where she was kind of like, oh, it's like AMW is all these stalker accounts. And I was kind of sitting back like, I'm definitely not. So that's kind of funny that you're threatening all this legal action about how I'm the stalker accounts when I'm not. Now I'm looking at it again, and some of these screenshots I was grabbing are just like weird comments flying through at the time, and then I never did anything with it, just been sitting on my phone. Now that I'm clearing stuff out and starting to kind of process this, now that it's like a time beyond, you know, some of those screenshots, I'm going back to those comments that she was accusing them of being me stalking her. And I'm realizing that they were trolls, but they were intentionally goading her to react to me and to think that it was me so that the drama farming would continue. And I mean, that was an entire interesting part of this too, was just that I think that some of this bullying stuff ultimately was kicking back. Like her behavior was inappropriate with surrounding the death situation. And I would say surrounding how she behaved toward me, how she behaved toward like Ashley Miller.
You see, Jane was right. Somebody was drama farming them. Somebody very close to them. Somebody who was stirring every pot and shaking every hornet's nest. So I want you to watch this following list very carefully and see if you see any familiar names. So in case you missed it, those are a bunch of Car's known burners. And who is she following but Eric himself? That's odd. That's suspicious. She's also following the friend of P, the girl who passed away, the one who had messaged Allie. So that person that doxed the podcast as letting be their attack dog, letting speak for them, putting these claims on their official YouTube page with my full name. The person that's in your private, not so private Discord, she's been drama farming you too. And the harassment from these burners is part of the reason why I was so angry at you personally. But it wasn't you, it was Car. And when you're wrong, and I don't mind saying it. And while I don't expect to get an apology or a thank you or even a shred of accountability from you, I just want you to know that this is the person that you're associating with. And they've been farming you just as much as they've been farming me. God, that's got to be a bitter pill to swallow. So I guess I'm just saying you might want to reevaluate some of those lifelong friendships that you've just formed. So before I go, I would like to give thank you and acknowledgement to some of the people that helped me come across this information and helped me provide it to you. First and foremost, thank you to Samson and Queer Jesus. I think you are both really brave for standing up and helping me out with this despite the fact that you have faced horrific discrimination. Thank you to the comrades. Not only do you seem like a very cool community, but you guys were super helpful, super nice, and I can see why you all like Eric. He seems like a good person. And if you ever want a deeper dive into just your situation, hit me up. And lastly, thank you to Cassie and the victims of Car who were not comfortable being named.